It finally warmed up to do some garden preparation. Okay, so like I said, we were able to get out in the yard today and do some work. My husband cleaned up the raised beds from a little bit of the stuff we had left over from the winter. So everything is looking nice, and he put the hoops in because when we plant some stuff in the beds, we use some plastic to cover them up for our cool nights here in the Chicago area. And if you remember, these bins my husband made like in the middle of the gardening season to put our potatoes in. We had sweet potatoes in one and regular potatoes in the other, and those did pretty good. And he also cut down a couple trees. We had some volunteer trees that just planted themselves. So he cut those down because they were blocking a lot of the sun. We had some tomatoes planted in a bed near the trees, and they didn't get a lot of sunlight. They didn't do very well at all. Okay, so now a little update on our greenhouse. My husband had to order some more pins to keep the panels in place because the pins that came with the greenhouse, there weren't enough, so he ordered 2 more packs of pins. And if you notice, the newer pack, this is the old pack right here, the newer pack, these here, are much thicker than the older. So he does say he thinks they're going to hold in better, and he may not have to seal the panels, but I think he's still going to seal them because our wind here is very, very high. So we're trying to get everything set up inside the greenhouse so we can get our seedlings started. Since he put the panels back in, because we had a lot of blowouts because the wind, like I said, was so high, panels were out, and he needs to get the pins in order to reinforce everything. So he did all of that today, and we're trying to get everything set up to see, so we can put the seedlings in here and really use this space, because that was the purpose of us getting them. And that right here is a shoe rack. We're going to see if we can put some of those seedling trays on it, see if that works as a nice little shelving system in here. And if you remember, I don't know if I posted it on here on YouTube or just on my Instagram, we have purchased a greenhouse before we purchased this one from Big Lots. A little cheap greenhouse, and it blew apart like really fast. So we're going to use the shelving from that greenhouse as the shelves inside of here. And they should be able to withstand with everything, all the windows and panels in. They shouldn't blow away. So he's going to use that in here, and then put some kind of table in here so he can do any potting or anything that he needs to do. We also have a problem with the windows blowing out, blowing open, so we have to keep them secured. And as you can see, we have some little tape marks from some duct tape to try to keep everything in place until he got the clips and things like that. And also the door, finally got the door. Last year, what I think they told us 18 weeks, we just got the door to be replaced, and it took almost a year, and they wouldn't have sent it if we didn't call back. So that is what we've been doing in the garden today, and a little update on the Harbour Freight Greenhouse. So stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys for watching. This is Nicole with HelpMamaRemote.com. Bye-bye.